Whatever. My greed is my enemy. It's like a Mexican demon. The Chonchon. La Chonchon is attacking us. Hey, wake up, you asshole. Bastard Chonchon putting me to sleep for no reason. Right, well, I suppose the best place to look for something of Mei Lin's would have been Mei Lin's house. Which I don't think I've actually been in yet. So let's go check on it. Yeah, how do you like my flurry attack now, you bastard ghosts and dolls? Impressive. Wow, even the zombies like a little bit of drink. But why do they keep these like silicone boobs on their tables? What the fuck?
I don't even know.
What even
My
is
first
that?
guess is that there's some sort of bowl that's been overturned in all the kerfuffle.
In most likelihood, that's exactly what it is, but it kind of looks like a silicone boob.
It really does.
It's interesting
You
how
just want to poke it.
it's interesting how a house on the west side connects to the north side of the town. Crazy how nature do it sometimes.
Maybe that's literally just how small this town is.
I mean, it is kind of small, but it is big enough to have a cemetery of its own inside the walls.
I mean, I've seen that in a freaking town of about 100 people, so that doesn't mean dick, really.
What the fuck? But why would you keep a
seriously.
cemetery inside the city?
Well, because the city used to be bigger, and then it got smaller and smaller and smaller as more people moved out and went to the cities and the towns and so forth. And so the villagers kind of kept it there and kept tending it until the guy died. And no one else wanted to do it. There's also a whole host of those kind of things happening in Japan. They're called terminal villages. Villages where I think it's over 50% of the residents are over 65.
Oh shit.
Yeah. People move to the cities because it's easy to find work and so forth, and it's only when you're older that you want to move out of the cities for a quieter life. Well, the problem is you're generally so old by that point you've got grandkids, and so you're not having any more kids to help keep the population of a terminal village up.
Pretty much.
Whee! I do like how he just fucking corkscrews down and lands perfectly.
Welcome to House of the Dead!
Hausu.
Now,
What was that game? It wasn't a game, it was a movie, was it? It was some weird horror anthology thing.
there definitely was a game called House of the Dead. It was like a light gun game.
Yeah, there was also the typing tutor of the dead. The world's most camp typing tutor. Oh, here we are. And here we go, we have picked up trash.
Which turns into a scarf. Which looks like a
Can
bandana.
I just say it's really creepy that all the beds appear to have the image of a person basically just sunken into them? Is that creeping anyone else out? Or just me?
I didn't need to start seeing that.
Sorry, Waldo.
I was fine without it. Thank you.
It's just kind of depressing.
Also very befitting of this town's theme, I suppose.
Yep, of death.
Let me stab you. There we go. I don't need your money. But I will take your money. Man, this town must have like 5 million people in it. The zombies keep reappearing. You think a disintegrated zombie wouldn't come back to life? Bastards. Maybe they're like higher vampires, as long as you have like... Well, would you look at that? Now there's suddenly zombies walking into the house.
God damn it all to hell.
How convenient. And you can't attack them, oddly enough. I mean, it's not like you can't do damage, it just doesn't let you attack while they're walking in, like it's some kind of a cutscene. But I'm pretty sure the enemies could still attack in that cutscene. Okay, so now that we have the scarf, let's go back to the dog, who will then help us out to find Mei Ling. I mean, I kinda know where she is already, but let's just go with it, because the dog has to be useful. You stop that. Stupid tiny turtle. Why do their heads keep exploding first? North side, bitches. Fuck off, you Chon-Chon.
God damn it. These guys are just assholes to everything.
Fucking Chon-Chons. Constantly shitting sand everywhere. Do you think it's enough sand, you asshole? Do I have any bulbs? No. That's a bit annoying. Oh well. I guess I'll just deal with it. Right, here's the cemetery. I pressed the wrong button to attack. Now we're gonna hear an annoying whistle for a little while. Unless we find some bulbs. But as far as I know, nobody drops bulbs.
And the only shop is now dead. Well, shit.
I mean, we could technically leave the town, but then we have to go through all of this shit again, and I'd rather not. Hey, dog. What are you doing here without your master? You let me know the instant you catch Mei Ling's scent. And, well, interestingly enough, the scarf just vanishes. Presumably the dog scarfed it down. You want me to follow you? Ah, escort mission. Except not really, the dog doesn't get hurt. But it is a pretty slow ass dog. For a dog named Turbo, I expect him to be a bit faster. Come on, Turbo. God damn it, this isn't a Sunday walk. We're not here to shit you. Why are you so slow? Well, maybe he's slow because it takes a lot of effort to sniff anything in a fucking sandstorm.
I mean, you do have a point there.
Now, why would a dog run up to this statue? It's because it's not a statue. It's Mei Ling. Turbo, I was so lonely.
He was just out there. It was easy to go get him.
Hey, you. You rotten jerk, I hate you. Everything came apart because you came here. The way it was, I could have been with Papa and Mama forever. Wow, that's not a very healthy way to look at things.
Why is it suddenly getting dark?
Mei Ling, do
What?
not cause people so much anguish. Who the fuck is it?
What?
New phone,
Who the fuck is
this?
speaking?
Ah, ghost.
Fucking what?
I told you this story before. Yet don't summon undead. When people die, they are reborn in a new body. We're in the middle of that process. But we don't know what form we will take in our next life.
A goat.
We might become beautiful flowers or carefree animals. But I know that one day I will see you again. So put your smile back on, or I'll slap it onto you.
That's basically what she's saying. She's saying, shut the fuck up, stop being such a whiny prick, and actually do something decent with your life.
And let me resurrect, please.
How did she run through you? That's creepy. Bleed to you. Who says that? Bleed to you.
Well,
I'm gonna
sure.
put that in my vocabulary now.
Sure, blah to me as well. Okay, so now that they're out of the way, is there anything left to do in this town? You got me there. I don't think so. I think that's all there is to do here. We just needed to find Mei Ling and get her the fuck out of here. Good enough for me, I suppose. Did I even check this room? What's in here?
Doesn't seem like anything, really. Just a bed.
Yeah, a bed I can't sleep in. Oh!
God fucking damn it.
A secret stash of your favorite rock.
God damn
That
it.
rock. It can make your wishes come true. It can even flex seal this town together. Presumably. Well, okay, this should be it. So we just need to leave this town and we should be good. Ah, hello, old man. I apologize for Mei Ling. She caused you undue pain. Please forgive her. One day she will understand. There must be something I could do for you as a traveler. Well, you could help me get out of this town without having me to walk.
That'd be nice.
To reach the west continent, you must cross the Lost Desert. If you do not know the route, you will wander in circles. Ask the route from the nomads camped outside the desert. Do you wanna lead me out of this town too? Oh, thankful. Well, that's good enough. I mean, it's not entirely out of the town, but good enough. What are you doing there? Hello, so you were safe too. I plan to return to Europe and write my travel journal. On the way here, I stayed with a group of nomads near Taklama. When I saw them, an inspiration came to me. People shouldn't stay in just one place. Exchanges with other countries should be promoted for mutual growth. I'm hoping that my travels will contribute to Europe's progress. I hope it also contributes to you getting rid of that ridiculous raincoat. Why are you wearing a raincoat in the desert?
Because he gives no shits.
That is one massive hitbox. Look at that. Vayak's imposing gaze sets up an impenetrable force field. But not from the back, only from the front. From the back you could literally insert your hands in its ass. It doesn't care. What did you say? A message from Mehu? Any acquaintance of the fine man cannot be turned away without help. You wish to cross the lost desert. Remember these words carefully. Which don't really match up with what you're supposed to do, but whatever. Walk west until 3 boulders we call triangle stones. Turning south, seek boulders arranged as a serpentine dragon. Head northwest, turn north and you come along some dragon skulls. The exit is near a giant skull. Go exactly as I said and you will get through the desert. By accepting nature as it is nothing to be feared. I believe that people are much more terrifying. Well, thanks for that. How come you bastard nomads don't have a shop? Or at least a bed, something to heal up in would be nice. Can I sleep in your bed? No. I heard you're acquainted with Mehu. If you see Mehu, please tell him to visit sometime. Well, okay then. Sure, I'm not a kidnapper. Interesting thing for someone to say.
That sounds like something a kidnapper would say. He's like, I'm not a kidnapper. I wasn't accusing you of being that. You kidnapping people.
Alright, so let's try to get through this desert, see how that works out for us. Taklama's Lost Desert is a piece of shit that will definitely piss you off the first few times until you realize how exactly you need to go through here. Even if a hint's given to you, it's not exactly straightforward. From here you need to go south until you see these kind of boulders. See, the thing about these hints that the nomads gave you is that these boulders don't actually show up here unless you walk in a very specific way. It doesn't really work, as you'll find out soon enough, because now you're supposed to walk northwest, and most likely you're not gonna exit out properly. Oh, I actually found some dragon skulls. Neat. This time around, which means it actually worked properly. Except it didn't.
Ah, fuck.
Because the exit is past a giant skull. In my experience, what normally happens is I walk northwest until a giant skull materializes in front of me and then I exit out. At the same time, no less. Let's see if it happens again. Nope. And so you have to keep trying until you get just the right kind of way of getting out of there. Kind of annoying. And you have to do this every time you go through here. Thankfully there aren't a lot of occasions to go through here. In fact, this is probably the only mandatory one that I can think of. There we go. That's the skull you need to find, and usually in my experience it just pops in right in front of me and then I exit out. But yeah, now we're out of that stupid desert and we are now in Europa. Or well, in the Balkan region at least. Yeah, what's this? Well, it is something. Try as hard as you might, you cannot talk to the cactus. Hey, look what it is!
Why do they give you so many? Here's the thing, though. If you were playing a magic-heavy character, yeah, that'd be useful, but I can't. I think I only know about 2 bosses in the game that would actually work with that, because I did research on this. And apparently one of the bosses is hell to beat without magic.